Hey boys and girls, this is your man Black Senju here bringing you some new Fortnite content. Let's be serious, if you clicked on this video, you want to win at Fortnite. Let's take that statement a step further. You want to place in the top 10 and even score a victory royale. But there's one problem, you can't build. And when you do build competitively, it's a complete disaster. If the idea of building gives you complete nausea, well, this video is for you. I'm going to give you 3 tips that will allow you to improve your combat skills using stealth and go from this to this. So, let's get started. So let's begin. You ever fired off a round by accident only to be surrounded by 5 other players seconds later? Or did you walk into a house and suddenly hear multiple footsteps approaching on your position? This concept is called noise discipline, which is tip number 1. Everything you do in Fortnite makes some level of noise. Firing your weapon, harvesting, building structures, opening chests, and even reloading your weapon all make a varying degree of noise that the opposing player can hear. How much noise you make during play is called your noise profile. It is your personal signature of your gameplay. Epic Games created Fortnite with an amazing 3D sound system that generates spatially aware sound which plays in your left or right ear depending on where the sound should be coming from. In the military, soldiers are taught to limit how much noise they make during night operations, as sound is often the only indicator that an enemy is present. The same concept applies here. Reducing your noise profile does 2 things. 1, it allows you freedom of movement without being heard by the enemy. 2nd, you can hear when an enemy is approaching your vicinity and prepare an adequate response. So how do you reduce your noise profile? Try crouch walking in areas you sense enemy presence. It will give you the ability to listen out for enemies and also conceal your location. When harvesting materials, do so far away from cities and buildings where people can hide. You might not always find the sexy weapons in the outskirts, but be sure that you can harvest a ton without being heard. Most of all, do not fire your weapon unless you are sure you can finish the job quickly. Prolonged gunfights not only waste ammo, but attract scavengers that aim to pick you off when you are weak. You should seek to strike your opponent fast and hard even before they can build. How do you do that, you ask? You get close enough to do that with what we call the 2 C's, and that's tip number 2, cover and concealment. Cover and concealment is another concept rooted in military doctrine designed to give you, the player, a distinct advantage over your opponent by remaining unseen before you strike and keeping you alive in a firefight. The 2 provide similar benefits but are distinctly different in characteristics. When talking about concealment, think Metal Gear Solid with this one. This is anything that enables you to evade visual detection from the opponent. Anything. Concealment in itself requires skill to master, as where you are hiding has to blend into the surroundings. Concealment can be water, bushes, or even low trees. The drawback of concealment is that it does not protect you from enemy fire. However, the correct use of concealment makes for some interesting plays. Cover, on the other hand, includes the benefit of concealment, but also provides protection from the enemy fire. This includes everything from cars, boulders, tree trunks, and so on. Whether you choose cover or concealment depends on the situation. Skilled players will be on high alert when they see an area that has been raided and player structures have been built. Using natural cover and concealment causes players to let their guard down, giving you an opportunity to sneak in and steal the win. And that brings us to number 3, and that's tactical movement. Tactical movement is the combination of 1 and 2 into a developed playstyle. It forsakes the short-term rewards by limiting movements to what is essential to victory. And I know, guys, that means avoiding supply drops, staying away from opening chests in large wide open areas, and landing in popular locations. The situation is different if you are playing in teams, but if you are playing solo, tactical movement is essential. Using skills 1 and 2, you multiply your ability to remain undetected and become more lethal. When you begin to move from cover to cover, first identify its characteristics. Is it cover or concealment? Does it fit your need? And can you get there within 5 to 10 seconds of running? Running any longer than that leaves you wide open to be detected, and you're doing it wrong. Concealment is good for movement, but cover is optimal for every situation. This style of movement is designed to be both offensive and defensive. Use it to close the distance with an opponent you have sighted, or use it to evade an opponent if you're caught and injured. Simple rule: if there is no cover and concealment, find a different route. So as a recap of this video, we covered 3 tips, which were noise discipline, cover and concealment, and tactical movement. With these skills in your toolkit, you will be equipped to take on some of the biggest, baddest players on the net. With all that being said, there will be a level of play that you will be required to build. But until then, these techniques with practice will give you the confidence to improve and make you a better player overall. Once again, this is Black Senju, and if you learned something from this video, I want you to smash the like button and subscribe. Definitely hit the bell if you want to be notified of my upcoming V-Bucks giveaways, competitive videos, and also streaming content. Thanks again for all your support, and I will see you guys later. Peace.